conference matchup between the services with locations on Church Street are good to go. So across Aquinas playing out of Division II. That was a doubleheader, a noon and 2 o'clock start. Pacelli falling in both non-conference game with Iola Scandinavia. The Thunderbirds come to town. Tri-County, on the other hand, 6-9 overall. They last were in action on Friday at Wild Rose. That was a 2-0 victory. They are back in action on Thursday. It looks like they will be away at Almond Bancroft, a conference game. They are 5-5 in the CW South Conference here. So a conference game. These two teams met not all that long ago over at Memorial Park in Plover. I believe that was back on April 24th, roughly, if you're keeping track. Either way, Pacelli will lead things off with Melise Badoon, Jaden Garski, Lucas Hammerly. And Jake McCarrick will get the start on the hill here for the Penguins. McCarrick working out of the stretch pitches. Eric Rinke will get the nod here for the Cardinals. That one misses down. It's 2-0 now to Badoon. Carrick's pitch, that one's going to miss high. It's going to go 3-0 again. Our Auto Select pregame show. They are Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and Highway 10 East. Stevens Point on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select. You're good to go. We're here in Jaden Garski. Garski had a double in his second game on Saturday against Aquinas. So Badoon aboard. Car comes set, pitch is in there. It's a called strike. Throw down to second is not going to be in time, and Badoon will get second on that. So Tri-County defensively again. McCarrick on the hill. Seth Hildebrand at third. RJ Meadow at short. Dom Preble at second, and Gage Beggs over at first. And the throw down is beg your pardon, that's Dom Preble doing the catching here. So Badoon down to third now. Pitch on the way to Garski. That one fouled back. Goes to 0-1 to Jaden. And that one is in there, a called strike, drop third strike. And that's Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serpro for the #1 choice and cleanup and restoration. One away for Badoon does come home to score on that. And that'll bring up the senior here in Lucas Hammerly. Pitch to Hammerly, that one misses a little high. It's 1-0. We saw Lucas pitching on Saturday. Got the nod in the first game for the Cardinals. McCarrick misses outside. It's 2-0 now. And that one misses high, and it's going to go 3-0 now to Hammerly. You got Kelton Knopper hitting in the cleanup spot here today. We saw him predominantly is hitting now 3-1 to Hammerly. McCarrick's pitch on the way. That one, look out there, Coach. Sankey there showing he's still got the flexibility to avoid that one. Full count here to Hammerly. And a swing and a miss, and a second out. A Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout call. Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never ever happened. So Opper 1-0 now from McCarrick. Pitch on the way to Opper. That one, I miss a little high. It's 2-0 now to Kelton. Eric Ranke hitting in the 5 slot here on deck for the Cardinals with 2 away, nobody on. Just underway, top half inning number 1 here out in Plainfield, Tri-County. Pitch on the way from McCarrick. That's in there, called strike. It's 2-1. McCarrick works out of the stretch, the pitch here, and that one's down low to Opper. Hitters count 3-1 to Kelton. Opper swings at that one. A nice pitch there by McCarrick here, so it goes to full on Opper. Kelton pitched the no-hitter on Thursday. Home game against the Hornets of Rosholt. And that one will miss inside. It's ball 4 and Opper aboard now, a 2-out walk. And that'll give way to sophomore Eric Ranke. And that one misses inside. It's Nate Hammerly, the on-deck hitter. Nate doing the catching here today. And that one misses, so it goes 2-0 now to Ranke. As we mentioned in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show, Eric gets the nod on the hill here for the Cardinals. McCarrick working with 2-0 here. And 31st, check out visitmarshfield.com for all of. It's 2-1 to Ranke. Check back on Opper there and able to get back in there. And that one will miss. Gage Beggs over at first there for the Penguins, holding Opper on here. It's 3-1, and that ball hit in the air. That's going to get out of play and foul. Count will go to full now. So Pacelli on the board early here, the 1-0 lead here. That ball going to be lifted out of play and foul. That ball hit out into, going back on it and unable to make the play, and that will score Opper from first the 2 outs here. So Opper scores on that one. That one just kept carrying and carrying. E8 here, so 2 away, and Nate Hammerly up. That one will miss high, and Ranke will Get down to third on that. Senior Nathan Reimer, the on-deck hitter in this one. And that one misses inside. It's 2-1 now to Nate. And a good play there made. So Hammerly retired on the 4-3 ground out. And watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from our friends from Hoffavor Realty. Bottom one coming up in just one moment.
An inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point, Plover, and in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Meda Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand
back out here. One of our many game day sponsors today, that's Home Furniture. Fill your home with the best from Home Furniture: sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and so much more. Home Furniture with locations on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and on Post Road, or just to watch the big game on a massive projector screen. Enjoy a great variety of pizzas. And Tri-County will go with Jake McCart to lead things off here, followed by Seth Hildebrandt and then RJ Meadow. He last pitched on Monday of last week over in Almond Bancroft. Defensively for the Cardinals, you've got Kel Knapp over at first, Luke left, Jaden Garski in center, and Nathan Reimer out in right field to round out the Cardinals defensively here today. At second, and Schobert typically at third. Reinke works from the stretch here. That one's to see just exactly 1-3 ground out, so they want first out here. And that'll bring up a Meadow, the on-deck hitter here for the Penguins. Reinke from the stretch, pitch is a little bit high, it's 1-0. Reinke misses a little downstairs, it goes to 2-0 now to Hildebrandt. That one's going to get fouled back. 2-1 coming up here to Hildebrandt. And here for the Cardinals, that one's going to miss. It's going to go hitters count 3-1 to Reinke's 3-1 offering is going to miss high, and Hildebrandt aboard with a base on ball. So that'll bring up RJ Meadow here, followed by Gage Beggs in the on-deck area here for the Penguins. One out with Hildebrandt down at first. Reinke comes set here from the stretch. Pitch on the way is going to miss high and outside. It's 1-0 to Meadow. Reinke's 1-0 pitch, a swing and a miss. It goes to 1-1. That ball hit, and that's going to get, that'll be a fair ball, so a base hit for Meadow. So Meadow aboard with a single. Gage Beggs, the first baseman. Aiden Brewer on deck, out to Beggs. Gage Beggs. Couple runners on here, one out. bring up Aiden Brewer now. Down to third and Meadow down to second. And pitch on the way, and that one catch. Yankees 2-1 offering. That is in there. It's 2-2 now to Brewer. Strike, and that is the third out here. So a couple runners left on. A hit, no runs. 1 inning complete here. We'll move to the top half of inning number 2 here. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you in part from Hoff Favor Realty. Second inning coming up in just 1 moment.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a Marine Corps service. Honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less.
Easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
Installing peace of mind roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors, we guarantee quality that you can trust. That's Nathan Reimer, Owen Hansen, and Braden Flaker. That one misses down low. It's 1-0 to Reimer. So Nathan gets the start here today out in right field, the senior. Nathan hits that one. That going to get out of play and foul, so it's 1-1 now to Reimer. Owen Hansen, the on-deck hitter here for Pacelli. Saw Owen a little bit in game number 2 on Saturday. A couple at bats did Owen. That second of 2-game doubleheader out at Buchholz Park in Stevens Point on Saturday. It's 1-1 to Reimer. Hit on the ground to short. Tough play, and the out is made, and a nice play there. That's a RJ Meadow there, so the 6-3 ground out, so 1 away now for Owen Hansen. That one misses to Hansen. It's 1-0. That ball misses high. It's 2-0. Miss a little low, and it's going to go 3-0 now to Hansen, senior. And that one in there for a called strike. It's 3-1. Hansen, the 2 predominant third basemen here for this Cardinal team. That one will miss inside, so Hansen aboard. Up next here, 1 out. Hansen down at first. Flaker. Hit out to center field, going back on it, and the play will be made. So 2 away now, so Flaker retired on the F8 there. So back to the top of the order here, and that'll bring up, so that was Aiden Brewer out there to retire Flaker for out number 2. Badoon walked in his first plate appearance, scored a run as well. And strike 1 in there, it's 0-1. And that one fouled, so it's 0-2, quickly 0-2 to Badoon. Melise pitched the second game, started the second game on Saturday against Aquinas. And that one just missed, so it's going to go 1-2 now to Badune. Should be playable at second there, and the play will be made, and the third out here, so the F4 to retire, but move to the bottom half of inning number 2, where our score reads Pacelli 2, Tri-County Penguins 0. Bottom 2 coming up here in just one moment. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from Hoffman.
We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant, continuing education, smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
All right, we are back out here, bottom half of inning number 2 here, just looking at the lineup sheet here. So it's Connor Thurley to lead things off here. And a swing and a miss. It's 0-1 now from Ranke. And 2 now to Thurley. Ranke's 0-2 offering is called strike. It's first out here. And Damian Freeble now. So Freeble followed by Brendan Brewer. The 0-2 pitch here from Ranke. That one misses inside. It's and a swing and a miss for the second out. And that'll bring up the right fielder here in number 18, Brendan Brewer. That one in there for a called strike. It's 0-1 to Brewer. Play and foul. So it's 0-2 now to Brewer. And that one, a called third strike, so a 3-up, 3-down inning here for Eric Ranke here. No runs, no hits, no errors. We'll move to the third inning of play here. Jolly up here 2-0. Third inning coming up here, listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports, brought to
Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s-themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
All right, we are back here. One of our many game day sponsors, it's Culligan Water. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water, softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. That one in there for a called strike. It's 0-1 to Garski. So 2, 3, and 4 coming up here for the Cardinals. Jade 0 for 1 here today. Struck out looking back in the just outside of the reach there of Dom Freeble there, so it's going to go to 0-2 now to Garski. And that one misses down low. It's 1-2 now to Garski. Pitch on the way, hit on the ground, right back to McCarr. Good play there, and the first out to retire Jaden Garski, the 1-3 ground out there to Jacob McCarrick. So one away now for Lucas Hammerly, 0 for 1 here today. Lucas struck out swinging back in the first. So it's 1-0 to Lucas. He hit by a pitch here. And that'll bring up Kelton Knopper, who walked and scored a run in his last plate appearance. Carrick working from the stretch, the pitch. That one misses high. It's 1-0 to Hopper. Hammerly down at second now, so 2-0 here to Hopper. Get away, and Hopper's going to draw the walk, so he'll go to first. Lucas down to third now, so runners at the corner, one away. Aaron his last at bat. Second, so Hopper Hammerly will come in to score on that, so the 6-4 fielder 4-3 ground out back in the first. That one misses, so it's 1-0. The 2-0 pitch here to Hickley does the catching when Eric Rinke out on the hill, although sometimes you'll see the two interchange. It's 2-1 to Hammerly. So Rinke will get down to third on that one. Pitch on the way to Hammerly, and that, we'll say that miss, so Hammerly will 6-3 ground out back in the second. Second on that one. So it's 1-0 to Reimer. Ark now up in the count, 1-2. It's a Nathan Reimer. That one's gonna miss, and a run is going to score, so Rinke will score on that. To Reimer. Back to remain even at 2. Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Jacob McCarrick. You can call Jamie Wenzel at. You're listening to and watching High School.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted local
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
All right, we are back. One of our many game day sponsors today, that being Dahl Automotive. The Dahl family of vehicles has been earning 5-star review point. Learn more online at dahlauto.com. Also brought to you today in part by Cheese Pleasers. Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese, stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft. So 9, 1, and 2 coming up here for Tri-County. That's Chase Schwartzman, number 15 here, his third inning of work. And that one misses inside. It's 1-0 to Schwartzman. Rinke from the stretch, the pitch. That one's downstairs. It's 2-0 now. Pitch from Ranke, a swing and a miss to go 2-1 now. Evens it back up at 2-2. And that one misses high, so 0 for 1 here today. That one misses down. It's 1-0 now to Jacob. That one misses inside. It goes to 2-1. Ball hit pretty well. Gonna double off Schwartzman on that, so a F8 appearance. That was back in the first. That one misses high, and it's 1-1. One pitch from Ranke. That ball is going to get out of play, and it's going to go foul here. Land broker, if you're looking to buy or sell Central Wisconsin. That ball hit, and that's a base hit for Hildebrandt. So Hildebrandt aboard with a 2-out single here in this bottom half of inning number 3. And that'll bring up R.J. Meadow, who's 1 for 1 here today, singled back in the first. He's got 2 outs here with Hildebrandt at first. Gage Beggs, the on-deck hitter here for Tri-County. Ranke to check back on Hildebrandt there with his first baseman and Kel Napper. Three innings complete here. We'll move to the 4th inning of play. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from Hoffavor Realty. 4th inning coming up here.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying.
All right, we are back. One of our many game day sponsors here today. That's Little Scholars Childcare. Little Scholars Beginnings, and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. Also brought to you today by Express Employment. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. So 8, 9, and 1 coming up here for the Cardinals. It's Owen Hansen, Braden Flaker, and Melise Badoon. Owen Hansen walked in his first plate appearance back in the second. That one misses downstairs. It's 1-0 to Hansen. Owen, as we mentioned, gets his start here today at third base. And that one's in there. He called strike. It is 1-1 now to Hansen. And a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 now to Owen. And that ball hit over to second. Play is made there, the 4-3 ground out. Damian Freeble there, so the 4-3 ground out to retire Hansen for the first out. And that'll bring up the left fielder, senior number 9 hitter, and Braden Flaker is 0 for 1 here, flew out to center. That ball's going to be hit down the right field line, and that should get foul, and it does. So it's 0-1 to Flaker. So Braden flew out to center field back in the second. And that one will miss high, so it's going to go to 1-1 to Braden. And a swing and a miss, and a good pitch there by McCarrick to be up in the count now, 1-2. And that one will... That ball hit over to McCarrick. Good play there by Jake. And the second out, so the 1-3 ground out to scored a run and stole a base here thus far. That ball's going to be lifted out of play and going to go foul. It's going to go to 0-1. That one misses high, so it's 1-. And that one misses high, so it's 2-1 now to Badun. Jaden Garski, or in the on-deck area for the Cardinals. Kark's pitch. And so it goes to 3-1 now. So Badun aboard with the 2-out walk here, and that'll bring up Jaden Garski 0 for 2 here today. Grounded to the pitcher back in the third, the 1-3 ground out. So Badun aboard with 2 away now. Badun will get down. So the 1-0 pitch. Garski draws the base, two-out base on ball, and that'll bring up Lucas Hammerly. Lucas 0 for 1 here today. Struck out and was hit by a pitch back in the third. Hit on the ground. That's going to get through, and that play coming home, and Badun will score on that. Garski down to second, and Hammerly with a 2-out single now, and that'll bring up Kelton Knopper. He's walked both times here in both plate appearances. And Knopper, the swing and a miss. So McCarrick way up in the count now, 0-2. McCarrick's pitch is hit in the air. That play is not going to be made out there, so Garski will score, and Hammerly will come across to score. So Garski Eric Rinke 0 for 2 today. That one misses high. It's 1-0. That ball hit back to McCarrick sharply, able to bat it down, but so Rinke will. That was a hard hit baseball, so Rinke aboard. Hopper gets down to third on that, and that'll bring up Nate Hammerly, is 0 for 1 here today, grounded to second and walked. Runners at the corner, 2 away here. Ranke will get down to second on that. Defensive indifference. We'll get a courtesy runner here. That's looks to be Gus Olszewski. Will run for Eric Ranke down at second. Down. Ski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with more than 30 flavors of brats, along with chicken, steaks, beef, deli meats, local and seasonal favorites, and so much more. It's all at Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Will come across, as will Olszewski. So we'll get a time. We'll stay right here, unless there's a change of pitchers, which there might be. But today's game brought to you by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Dahl Automotive, Stevens Point Brewery, Lear's Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more, NicoletBank.com. So Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from Hoff Favor Realty, bringing it right back in one moment.
At Oso Brewing, we're committed. Oso pizzas and sandwiches are the best kept secrets in the area. Come and enjoy our new patio atmosphere with friends and family.
It will be something you want.
Commercial roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Yeah. All right, we are back here. Pitching change here. That's the left-hander Gage Beggs going here in relief of Jacob McCarrick. So I'll have 2 outs here with Nathan Reimer coming up. Want to give thanks to all of our game day sponsors here today. Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Also brought to you today in part by Stevens Point Orthopedics. Proud to welcome orthopedics. More information regarding spine and back service is available at stevenspointortho.com. So Beggs in relief here with 2 outs here. We're in the top half of inning number 4 here. You've got Nate 2 here today. And that one's going to miss down low. And Zach Yaite, the courtesy runner out there. So Yaite down to third now, so pitch here from Beggs. That one misses out, and it's 2-0 now to Reimer. Nathan grounded to short and struck out here today. Pitch on the way, that's a fastball in there, playable over at second. The 4-3 and the play is made, so the 4-3 ground out to get Reimer. All right, so we will move to the bottom half of inning number 4. You are listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from Hoff Favor Realty. Bottom 4 coming up here in just one moment.
Doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
All right, we are back. One of our so many game day sponsors, one of them being Rock and Roll Cafe. Find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch Friday, fish fry, and culture of Wisconsin is forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family store, food, family, and fun. And that one fouled back, and it's going to go 0-2 now to Beggs. Hayden Brewer, the on-deck hitter. That one misses high, and it's 1-2 to Beggs. That one's going to get hit out of play and foul. And that one misses, and it's 2-2 now to Gage. Ranke working from the stretch, the pitch. That one's down low. It's going to go to full count now to Beggs. And a swing and a miss for the first out here, and that'll bring up Aiden Brewer. Aiden 0 for 1 here today. That one will miss, and it's 1-0 now to Brewer. So the 1-1 here from Ranke to Brewer. That ball is going to be hit foul, so it'll go 2-2 now to Aiden Brewer. Ranke in his fourth inning of work here, getting his signs from his catcher, Nate Hammerly. 2-2 pitch misses, it goes full now. Out now, and that'll bring up Connor. That one misses high, and it's 1-0. And a swing and a miss to move it to 1-1 now to Connor. That one misses down low, and it's 2-1 now. That one will miss, so hitters count 3-1 now, coming up to Connor Thurley. And the called strike, so a 3 down here, so no runs, no hits, no errors. We are through 4 innings complete here. We'll move to the fifth Realty, 5th inning coming up here in just one moment.
Shuta Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuta Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuta Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shutafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
Deals on tires that fit your needs is a sure thing to get back on the road. That's Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Also brought to you today in part by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. We are also brought to you today by Fleet Farm. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm is everything you need at all the lowest prices. So you've got 8, 9, and 1 coming up here for the Cardinals. Owen Hansen, Braden Flaker, followed by Melise Badoon. Gage Beggs back out for his second inning of work here. Kent. Hansen. That one in there called strike. It's 1-1 now to Hansen. And that one goes outside, and it's 2-1. So Hansen now, and that's in there called strike. It's 3-2 now to Hansen. That one will miss out, so Hansen will be aboard with the open enrollment now open. Come and join the Falcon family. Are you ready to fly with us? So Hansen aboard here. Braden Flaker 0 for 2 here today. That one's in there, a called strike. It's 0-1. And that one hit. And that will be in there for a hit for Flaker. So Hansen will get down to second in a fly out here. And the play will be made. So the F9 out there in right field to retire Badoon for the first out. Runners stay put. So Hansen at second. 0 for 2. That one in there for a called strike. And that one misses. It goes to 2-1 to Garski. One now to Garski. Lucas Hammerly, the on-deck hitter. And that is in there, a called strike, and it's full now to Garski. Beggs working with one away. That one's hit over to first. Play is made. Will step on first. And they'll try for this.
Nice play, Sam.
So the unassisted, so both runners will advance. Now and Lucas Hammerly. Lucas 1 for 2 here today. Singled and scored a run in his last at-bat. And that is in there, a called strike, and it's 1-1 now to Hammerly. That one will miss out. And Hammerly hit by a pitch on that. Kelton reached on the air in his last at-bat and has walked a couple of times here today. Dahl Automotive in Stevens Point has over 1,300 vehicles, but they want more, so they'll offer an extra $500 over book value, or Dahl Chrysler on Highway 10 East, Stevens Point. That one will miss outside, and it's 1-0 to Opper. That ball hit on the ground over to first. That will be out of play and foul, so it's going to go to 1-1 now to Opper. We last saw Kelton on the hill on Thursday. I'd have to think he'll probably pitch again this week. That ball hit out into the air into left field, and the play will be made. And the final out here, so the F7 to retire Opper. So we will move to the bottom half of inning number 5, US 1 moment.
Hi, this is Jill from Home for Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
All right, we are back here, 7, 8, and 9 coming up here for Plainfield Tri-County. Want to give thanks here to Made It Custom. Made It Custom Apparel specializes in providing quality decorated apparel, including from corporate casual team uniforms and promotional items to sporting. So Damian Freebolt, Brendan Brewer, Chase Schwartzman coming up here for the Penguins. Eric Ranke out for his 5th inning of work here for the Cardinals. Defensively, looks to be the same here for Pacelli, with Hansen over at third, Badun at short, Hammerly down at second, and Opper over at first. With Reimer out in right, Garski out in left, Braden Flaker, I should say, out in left. Garski in center and Reimer in right. That one misses high. It's 1-1. And a called looking in there. So the first out here for Ranke. And a swing and a miss. It's 0-1 now to Brewer. Brewer 0 for 1 here today. That one fouled back, but it's going to go to 0-2 now to Brewer. Brewer followed by Schwartzman. Pinch hitter. So Sam Boyd up here. Yeah. And it's 1-2 now to Boyd. Over. And the 4-3 ground out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on here. We are through 5 innings in the books here. We'll move to the 6th inning of play. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you in part from Hoff Favor Realty. 6th inning coming up here in just one moment.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
All right, we are back with 2 convenient locations and a personal local touch. Let their experienced staff serve your family. Learn more at shootafuneral.com. That's shootafuneral.com. So 5, 6, and 7 coming up here for the Cardinals. That's Ranke, Hammerly, and Reimer. So Eric, 1 for 3 here today, singled and scored a run in his last at-bat, and that was back in the 4th. Pitch from Beggs is fouled back, so Gage Beggs out for his third inning of work here for the Penguins. And that one fouled back, so it's 0-2 now to Reinke. Good play there made at third, the long throw, and so Reinke will get down to second. And that'll bring up Nate Hammerly. Nate 1 for 2 here today. Singled in his last at-bat, walked and grounded out to second. That one's down low, it's 1-0. Pitch from Beggs is going to miss a little high, and it's 2-0. That ball hit, and that'll be a base hit for Hammerly. Reinke will get down to third. And that'll bring up Nathan Reimer. Nathan 0 for 3 here today. Grounded to second, struck out, grounded out to short. That one will miss, and play at the plate, and he's out at the plate. So Reinke, so the first out there, so Reinke out. Nate Hammerly gets down to second, and it's 1-1 to Reimer. The first out here. That one misses down, it's 2-1. And that one misses, it goes to 3-1 now to Reimer. You've got Owen Hansen on deck for the Cardinals. Full count now. That one fouled. Count will remain full here to Reimer. That ball hit out into left field. That'll be a base hit for Reimer. So Nate Hammerly will move to third on that. Owen Hansen coming up. Owen 0 for 1 today. And that one will miss out. It's 1-0 to Hansen. Pitch at third, Reimer at second. 1-1 here coming up to Hansen. The 2-1 pitch to Hansen. That one hit out. And Hansen will be aboard on that, so the runners will remain here, and that'll bring up the senior here in Braden Flaker, 1 for 3 this afternoon, singled back in the 5th. And Hammerly will score on that. That was a sharp hit baseball for sure by Flaker there. Gage Shaking up definitely a little bit, especially on a day like today where it's 55 degrees or so. You feel that one just a little bit more even. So pinch hitter here. Let's just see who we've got. Gus Olszewski, number 14. So Olszewski here, his first plate appearance. We did see him as a courtesy runner a couple innings ago. So it's 3-0 now. And that one is in there for a called strike, and it's 3-1 now to Gus. Flaker at second and Zach Yidy now with one away. That one's in there for a called strike. It's 0-1 to Yidy. And that one will miss inside, and it's 1-1 to Yidy. And a swing and a miss. It goes 1-2 now to Yidy. Dominic Sackman, the on-deck hitter here for the Cardinals. And Yidy down on strikes. Or the second out here. And that'll bring up Dominic Sackman, number 13 here for the Cardinals with 2 outs. And that one's in there, called strike. It's 0-1. When that hit on the ground over to short. And they will get to play at first. The 6-3 ground out to get Sackman. So we'll move to the bottom half of inning number 6 here. You're listening to and watching high school baseball here today on Zaleski Sports. Back in 1 moment.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
All right. We are back here. Bottom half of inning number 6 here. You've got 1, 2, and 3 coming up here for the Penguins. It's McCarrick, Hildebrandt, and Meadow here. So 1, 2, 3. Eric Rinke back out for his 6th inning of work here for the Cardinals. Defensively look the same here for Pacelli with Hansen over at third, Badoon at short, Hammerly at second, and Opper over at first and center, with Nate Hammerly behind the plate here. So Jake 0 for 2 here today. He flew out to center field in his last at bat, and that was back in this high, and it's 1-0. That one misses. It goes to 2-0 now to McCarrick. Two and 1. So it's 2-1 here with Hildebrandt to follow. So 3-1 hitters count coming up here to McCarrick. Pitch on the way, and that's in there. It's a called strike. It's full now. singled in his last at-bat. 1 for 1 here today. Walked and singled. So Reinke misses high and it goes. That one will miss high and it goes 2-0. That one will miss inside. Hitters count 3-1 to Hill. That one gets fouled back and it goes full now to Seth. With McCarrick down at first. Still nobody out here. Hit on the ground, and that is going to be able to make the play there. Badoon. So runners will be at the corner now. So junior Nate Hammerly defensively directing traffic here with nobody out and runners at the corner. Meadow 1 for 2 here today. And pitch to Meadow, that one misses high. That ball hit in the air and base hit, and a run will score there, and the first run. Did he catch that? Didn't see it. So that'll bring up Gage Beggs now. Pitch from Reinke, that one misses outside. The 1-0 here from Reinke. That one smashed foul. So it goes 1-1 now to Beggs. That ball hit, and that'll be a... So that'll bring up Aiden Brewer here with 2 outs. So Beggs with a base hit here, 2 away. Reinke working from the stretch. And that one fouled back, and it's... It's 1-1. And Hansen makes a play to retire Brewer for the 5-3. Here we'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Of course, Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or Nasonville. Get a word or two from head coach Wayne Sankey, and possibly a play moment. You've been listening to and watching high school baseball here today.
Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, here in central Wisconsin, produce it and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanc. You can eat them, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
out here. Kind of a cold, brisk day out here in Plainfield, Tri-County here in central Wisconsin. Coach, first of all, congratulations. You guys get a victory here in the CW Conference South performance. We're going to talk to Eric a little bit today, just a sophomore, but pitched pretty well for the most part. Throwing a lot
of strikes, and Eric definitely did that, and the more he gets out there, the better he's been getting for us.
He's pitched against Tri-County back at Memorial. But Coach, game again tomorrow, although weather-wise hard to say, but you know, a few games this week yet. What can we?
Tomorrow we've got another one with a really good Iola team leading up into that CD meeting, 100% today. But these guys that played today, they were ready to go and they played hard.
Player here today.
That's it. Be good to the people.
Be good to the people.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, that's head. Well, nice job today. You go the distance. As Coach said, you know, you pitch pretty well, and I think the thing that stood out to me is
just fun to be out here, and when you have a coach like Raph who gives you motivation on. And besides not being here, kind of did suck. We had Coach Weinberg call it.
That, I mean, it's here. You're here to have fun, certainly. You know, and you guys come out of here with a conference victory. Back at it tomorrow again, Eric. Hopefully some of your teammates here can get healthy here as the season progresses.
We got Opera on the mound tomorrow, so I'm not worried about pitching. And hopefully our defense stays good. I can bend the whole year. And then we'll go along.
I like it. Well, Eric, anything else before we get you into the Zaleski Sports Highlight House here today?
Just want to say thanks to Sam, our assistant coach. He's just a great guy. Makes my life so fun.
Okay. That's none other than, of course, I think you've done this once or twice here. We'll get you counted down. We'll start 3, 2, 1. We'll have you say your name and that you are in the house. So we'll go. Our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player, certainly as we mentioned here and Coach mentioned, he's one of those arms. As you get later into the season here, you have to have capable arms to go. Certainly we know Pacelli, Schober, some of these younger guys getting some opportunities to go on pitch. A conference victory, you know, you'll take that all day and every day here. Chelly will be back forecast, but you never know. We've been right, we've been wrong a few times here. But again, a final out here in Plainfield Tri-County. Pacelli 11, Plainfield Tri-County 1. You know, Braden Sunner doing a great job on production as always. Have a good rest of your Tuesday night, everyone.